kiss her?
So this is a matchup I'd like.
She didn't even flinch.
Hi dolls, welcome back, and if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we're going to react to Season 5, Episode 2 of Once Upon a Time, The Price. And I almost clicked on Season 4. That's how I'm not used to it yet. We're only on Season 2. I am so not used to being on Season 5. It's so bizarre, but I have to say I absolutely loved the first episode of Season 5, which is funny because a lot of you are saying that you don't like the 5th season. And that never discourages me. It actually gets me more excited, ironically, because I want to see, like, why. I want to know what I'm going to like, what I don't like, what I agree with, what I don't agree with. And I'm just excited. It makes me more excited and amped up to watch it. So I love the whole arc of them not remembering again, losing their memories, Emma being immediately dark. I don't think I said this to somebody in the comments. It literally gave me chills. Like, I was creeped out when I saw her. And I don't think it would have hit as hard if we had been there for the build-up, which I'm sure they're going to obviously show flashbacks and we're going to be there for the build-up. But my point being, like, seeing Emma being like, no, I'm going to fight. And then seeing her in the next scene be like, like all crazed. And oh my gosh, it was just like, it gave me major chills. So I'm so excited to jump into this episode. I want to show you my Christmas gift. So, Jay just basically gave me money to buy myself a gift for Christmas, and this is what I bought. I got my own dagger. Look at this. Look how freaking awesome this is. Now, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure they said it was 3D printed, but it's personalized. I did Jessica instead of Jessie because that's my full name. We want it to be authentic, right? And it, like, I don't want to break it, but it's pretty sturdy. Like, it doesn't, like, you could bend it if you really try, but it doesn't really bend. It's, like, pretty sturdy. And I'm almost positive that it said they hand paint it. Like, they hand paint all the little details on the dagger. So I just thought that was so freaking cool. All right, so let's jump into this. But before we do, don't forget to throw a like or dislike if you do or do not like what you see. But comment down below, let me know why, subscribe if you've not yet. We do fun things here. Ring a the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. And don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month. It's only $1.25 a week. It has all my unedited reactions of everything I do on YouTube in addition to more. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at star_chef_productions. But without further ado, this is Season 5, Episode 2 of Once Upon a Time, The Price.
Someone's got to see what this new curse does. Any volunteers? Dopey. Take your silence as bravery. Good for you.
I'll take your
Come on.
How about you, Grumpy, huh? How about you volunteer yourself?
How do we stand a chance against her?
If you're dumb enough to cross the line,
You should want to help her,
Who's gonna
Grumpy,
save us if
not
we
like...
stay? You?
like, what the hell, Grumpy? Poor Dobbie. What the hell? That's so messed up.
My queen, Guinevere.
Who's Guinevere? What about roles freaking reverse? The whole savior is now Regina, and Regina, like, now Emma's the evil one, and Henry's begging Emma to be good, but what's the point? Regina's right. Like, why would you erase our memories? And then Emma said, well, if I wanted you to remember, I wouldn't have done it. Well, why? Then what's the point of you being here? And why did you erase their memories?
Where am I? And how the hell did I get here?
realm in
Is it only... And poor freaking Roland had to watch that. That wasn't a wraith, though, because the wraith was bigger and darker and, like, had a hood, right?
Just because I'm the dark one doesn't mean we can't still be together.
I think it kind of does. It's not a normal, typical curse, you know?
You're not taking him anywhere.
What is that?
Good.
Now that is perfect.
Oh, you sneaky sneaks. Well, I mean, they are lying to them, but... Oh, that's smart. That's really smart.
I'm afraid there's only one way to save Robin Hood. Someone has to give their life in his place.
Oh, great. Wait, we gotta go back. I didn't see him get Robin. I was gonna say, damn, Charming jumped on that pretty fast, but I didn't realize Robin got hit. I think it's like he... I don't think he stabbed him, but I think he sliced him, maybe. I don't know, I couldn't see.
Gina, this was the whole point of your pretending to be the
The
savior.
whole point was not for Robin to die.
You know what's really annoying? Like, I get that they don't want her to use dark magic. I get it. If Emma uses dark magic, they don't know what'll happen. However, they've done so many things in order to save people that they've loved. And we're basically like, we'll worry about the consequences after, because what's more important is that we save this person because we love them. And now this is the second time that Robin has been in danger, and they're just like, sorry, Regina, you're on your own with this one. Like, I don't understand, and I think that's really unfair, and I think it's really weird that they would act like that. Like, they're all for saving each other and making sure that that's, like, the most important thing. But this is, like the last time when Zelena, in the last episode, Zelena had Robin. And they were like, no, Regina, don't give her, what was it, the dagger? Or, I can't, oh my god, I'm so sick. Like, whatever it was, like, oh, with opening the portal, the wand, that's what it was, the wand. Don't give it to her. And Regina's like, I have to. Like, she has Robin. And they're just like, basically like, oh, well, I guess Robin's dead. Like, and luckily it was all a part of Regina's plan, opening the portal, weakening her, yada, yada, yada. But like here, it's like Robin is dying. The only way that this can be fixed right now is if Emma uses her powers, which, yes, I know that's very risky, but you're all willing to let Robin die then? Like, what happened to let's take the risk and worry about it later? We can always figure it out, or we can always fight it, you know? Like, what happened with that? Poor Robin. Like, everyone's just like, well, sucks for you, Robin.
But these are the rules. There has to be a price.
Really? So I'm assuming that was supposed to be like a sacrifice, maybe? Like this thing, oh, look at the feet. This thing was bringing Robin to that thing on the boat as a sacrifice. It kind of, oh, it's their song now.
I feel like I've heard this before.
Oh, right, they don't remember. Oh, I forgot they don't remember that they already met and they listened to this.
If we win, Emma loses.
There it is. I don't know if we can trust them or not. They seem sketchy.
These strangers frighten me, Arthur.
But helping them may be the only way I'll ever get my hands on that monster's dagger. If I don't make Excalibur whole again, we'll lose everything we worked so hard to build.
All right, so there you have it. The price, as Rumple just said. I'm liking it so far. I'm really liking it so far. I can see what people mean. A lot of you are saying that you didn't like Dark Emma, and that's kind of one of the things that swayed you away from this season. And I kind of get that. It is definitely some getting used to. This is only the second episode that we saw her as Dark Emma, so I'm kind of giving it some time. I don't know if it's just that it feels so foreign and weird to me, because she's not ever like that, but it's like the way she talks and her wittiness, and I don't know, like, I feel like Rumple was like a little more cartoony and evil, but we had also seen him a little farther into it. Like, we saw him, I'm pretty sure it was like months after, right? Or like weeks at least after. But then again, this is weeks out, 6 weeks after. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it just felt better on Rumple than it does on Emma. Again, it's too foreign, it's too weird. Like, it's not, like, we know that Emma's not like that. So to see her like that, it's just too strange, but I don't think that's it. And I can't pin my finger on it. I don't know. It's just, it is the Dark Emma. Maybe if she wasn't as witty, like she's a little too cheeky and a little too witty for me to take her seriously, I guess. I mean, I think if she was a little more serious and not so much like goofy, then maybe I would take it a little more seriously. But anyway, we gotta give it some time because it's only the second episode. I was thinking that maybe King Arthur and all those people were not trustworthy, and maybe they still aren't, but it appears that they are. And I mean, it's funny, like in cases like this, we've talked about this before with different arcs and different things in the series, and even in different TV shows. My biggest example is The Walking Dead and the whole Negan arc, where, like, if you look at it, Rick and his people did Negan and his people wrong, and that's what was Negan a jerk? Yeah, to other people that had absolutely nothing to do with you. You interjected yourself into this and did something really messed up to him and his people. So as good as they were and as bad as Negan was, our people weren't necessarily the heroes. Like, they were, but they weren't, kind of. And I feel like that's going to apply to this, where it's like, they're lying. They're flat out lying to King Arthur. They told him that Regina's the savior. It's not. That could be very important information. Like, what if they were like, oh, good, because if someone that tries to do it that isn't the savior, if someone who isn't the savior tries to do that, they could die. But they're thinking, like, we don't have to say that because you said that she was the savior, and why would you lie? So it's like, it's very dangerous. You gotta be very careful. They shouldn't be lying to them. They shouldn't be deceiving them. I mean, if they were honest with them, they might, I mean, I doubt that King Arthur would just be like, yeah, I want the dagger for my sword. But if they're honest with them, they might be able to get more information out of them. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say that Emma's the dark one, because, yeah, then they would probably try to kill Emma. But I don't know. I just feel like our people aren't being as good as they should be. Like, they pride themselves on being the good ones. And, like, at first I was like, good girl, Regina, good job. Like, lie to them at first. But, like, at this point, I feel like she, like, when after that guy tried to attack her and kill her, I feel like she should have said, I'm not the savior, I'm Emma, Emma is. Because at the end of the day, Regina does still have the dagger, so anything that she wants Emma to say or do, she'll be able to control her. That's like the safety net for me, is that, yes, as much as if Emma uses dark magic, it's going to taint her in a way, but you still have the dagger, so it's a safety net so you can control her. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of, it's only the second episode, so I don't want to criticize anything. But there's, like, right now, there's a lot of things, a lot of moves that they're making that I feel like they normally wouldn't make, which makes it kind of not make sense. But at the same time, maybe they're just trying something different. I don't know. I feel really bad for Robin. I feel like he's always getting caught in the crossfires now, but he handles it like a champ. What the hell was that thing? What was the thing that took him? What was the thing in the boat that had, like, the cloak and all? They didn't necessarily explain that or say what it was. I mean, Belle kind of explained what it was, but I feel like there's more to it. Maybe let me know in the comments if there's not. Like, no, it was just a random monster. But I feel like there's something a little more to that whole thing. Poor Dobbie is a freaking tree now. Very eerily similar to the tree that excuse me, I have the hiccups now, great. Very eerily similar to the tree that Merlin is in, it looks like. So does that mean Merlin is in that tree with Dobbie? Why is Dobbie a tree? Regina can't see him. I was gonna say, Regina changed Sneezy, so why can't she be like, hey, like, but that's because he crossed over the line. Poor Dobbie. I hope that's okay. Killian is breaking my heart because he's gone through so much and he's had such a great character development storyline, and it's like finally when he's happy, he doesn't get his happy ending, which is he's a villain. I mean, they keep proving that right, that villains really don't get their happy endings. But as he said, he spent over a decade trying to find the crocodile, and if that's what he has to do to find the love of his life or save Emma and save the love of his life, then that's what it is. He's going to do that. I do have to say, though, that Belle and him having these conversations kind of make me ship them, but I know that's not going to happen, so. I think they would be really cute together though. But anyway, Rumple, we keep learning more things about the Dark One. So in this episode, we find out that magic always comes with a price, which ironically is something that we haven't heard in a while, I feel, is not Rumple's thing. I thought that was Rumple's thing. I thought he was just like, oh, magic always comes with a price. Haha, I'm gonna be a jerk and make these deals. And it's not his thing. Like, maybe the deal and the contract signing thing is his thing, but the magic always comes with a price is a Dark One thing. And he says, like, I don't make the rules. So Emma says, maybe it's different because I'm the savior. Maybe, but maybe it's like the other way different where it's bad. Like, it works worse because you said that you would pay the price and not her. Maybe it did allow you to do that, and that's why we're in the position we're in. So I'm curious to find out more about that whole situation. Again, like, what is missing? Why is Emma not letting them get their memories back? Why did she do this curse? Maybe it's all a part, like, maybe there's like an Emma deep, deep, darkly down in there that is doing these things for a reason, and she really can't tell her why. Because when Regina's like, why won't you tell me? Why won't you tell me? As evil as Emma is right now, I feel like I keep catching like a hint of like a feeling or like a look, like the way her eyes move at Regina or so. I feel like I keep sensing some sort of like, I'm doing this for a reason, you know, like it's not the Dark One, it's me, like I'm doing this for a reason, but the Dark One is stifling her ability to say that or give any indication of that. Maybe I'm totally reading into it too much, but that's why I felt with that conversation where she was just like, you know, like it seemed like there was something else going on there. Henry has a little crush named Violet. I love it. I think that's great. I've mentioned before how like Henry doesn't have any kids his age. He doesn't have any friends his age. There's like so many kids in school. And he doesn't hang out with any of them. We never see him do anything with any of the other kids. And Roland's so much younger than him, so it's kind of cool that Henry's got this little love interest now, this girl that is his same age that he can kind of relate to. I like that. I think that's fun. We see petals. We're losing petals on Belle's rose, which is, I love that they incorporated the rose, and I think it's really clever that they incorporated it that way, and I think it looks really beautiful. The rose is one of my favorite things in Disney ever, and so I love it. I think it's so cool. The enchanted rose. We're losing more petals, but as Grumpy says, you know, you gotta look at it like a glass half full kind of thing. Like, I look at it as hope. There are still petals, so we still can save him. Are we going to save him? I don't know. I'm starting to lose hope after that conversation, ironically. Like, have hope. I'm losing it. I don't know, man. I really, really thought that we were going to save Rumple, but the fact that they're kind of dragging it out is making me a little nervous. But maybe they're just waiting for some big story arc like they were with Marion. I mean, half the freaking season, Marion was in a coma, and then all of a sudden, boom, all that happened. So maybe that's what they're doing with Rumple, but it does make me a little nervous. It makes me a little afraid. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm also losing breath, so I should probably stop talking. Where was Zelina? We got Zelina yelling at Regina and Robin laughing at her. I love that. That was funny. But we didn't see her this episode, so I guess we really don't need much from her, but Charmin went and stabbed that guy, like, bam, no problem. I figured that they would be a little more mad at him for that, but I guess he did try to attack Regina, and they do think she is the savior, so it's like, as mad as we are, we can't really be too mad because we need them. And where the is Merlin? Where the F is Merlin? He's in that tree. How do we get him out? Hopefully Regina will be able to figure it out. But overall, great episode. I really liked it. If I had to nitpick anything again, it would be that the way Emma's speaking, I think, is what bothers me. And Benny actually mentioned this. Her outfit. It's not her outfit that bothers me. It's her hair. I know that sounds so stupid, but it really is. Like her outfit, I don't care like about it. I love the jacket and everything. I like it. It could be better, but I like it. It like look at the like can you not? I don't think you can see my pointer because you can see here, but not when I go over here. In my picture, in this picture, the thumbnail that I have, her hair being down like that, like why don't you just do that? Like that's fine. Do that. Maybe add a little gray to it. I don't know, singe the edges. Singe the ends of it. Like, I don't know, give her some dead ends. Like, but I don't like her hair up with like pasty white. It looks kind of funky. It looks kind of weird. And it's, again, it's not that big of a deal, but I feel like everybody else looks there's so much detail in everybody else's appearances. And like how they change and stuff, like when Regina's like boof, and it's like all black and her like thick ass black eyeliner, and they're like maybe that's something not so scary. That was funny. With Emma, her talking creeps me out. It's a little too theatrical, but it was like really really creepy. In the last episode, I was like, oh my god, I actually have like hair sticking up on my arms. Now it's just a little too goofy for me. Like, I think, like, again, if her hair wasn't so cartoony and weird, I need to take her a little more seriously. I think that's what it is. I need to take her a little more seriously. She wasn't as scary for me in this episode. At the end of the last, that's what it is. At the end of the last episode, she was really creepy and scary. It freaked me out. Now that I got to see her talk more and act more in this episode, I'm like, she's not that scary. I know she's scary. I know she has the potential and the strength to be scary, but she doesn't appear that scary. Like, you see Rumple and you're like, oh, God, oh my gosh, like, he looks scary. You see her and you're like, is Metallica in town? Like, I don't... She looks like she's going to, like, the Matrix, so I don't know. It's just, it doesn't scare me enough as it should. Why is she not turning gold? She turned gold in the Enchanted Forest. We saw her hand turn gold. Why is she not gold here? Curious about that. And what the is going on with this? What is going on with this? So, again, if you put the dagger, if you melt them with Excalibur, is that going to do something? Does it matter who does it? Maybe it's not even going to do anything. But, I mean, that's where we learned where the dagger derived from. So it should probably do something. And I would assume that the savior would be the one to pull Excalibur out. But we don't have a savior now. So who's going to pull Excalibur? My money's on Henry. I'm not going to lie, I instantly thought Regina. And then I was like, no. I think it's going to be Henry. Henry, yeah. I'm going for Henry. Oh, that would be so cute if it was Roland. He's like as big as the sword. I feel like Robin might be a good candidate, but no, I'm going for Henry. That's going to be my guesses right now. Henry's pulling Excalibur out. I need to go lay it down. This is a great episode. I cannot wait to see what happens on Monday. Everyone throw a like or dislike if you do or do not like what you see, but comment down below. Let me know why. Subscribe if you have not yet. Wait, thanks. Ring the bell to be notified when I upload videos. Don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter to see me bother Jay at @star_chef_productions. But that is it. And don't forget, I am falling asleep in 4 hours to wake up at 3 a.m. to watch Cobra Kai, the entire 4th season. So wish me luck. So long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when you might need it next. Bye.